Yeah, I guess that'll do. Okay. Sorry, it's taking me a second to get started this morning. I got kind of a mixed bag for you today. Give me just a second. I'm still setting up for this cast because I'm probably going to be doing it for a little while. Got a couple of different things to do with my channel and a couple of different things going on with my system, my accounts, and particular games I'm playing. And I want to kind of just do a general update on all of this while I'm by myself and in this share play thing. So let's see. First. Let's let's see. Chroma key. Yeah, let's turn on chroma key. Ooh, look at it's weird when you turn on chroma key. Let's turn that way down because it has nothing to contrast it against yet. If I turn it way up, oh, it's weird. Picks up nothing but my head. Not even certain parts of that. Okay, so let's run that back. We'll leave chroma key off for now. I'll turn on chroma key once I get my green screen in place. Once my green screen is in place, then I'll leave it be. Wow, I know it's a big screen this morning. You're probably like, ooh, what the fuck is all this business about? I don't need to see you that big. Trust, I don't like seeing me that big in the corner either. But I've been setting up for a new channel, and I'm setting up to go over some content. I need to make a list of things to do, things to get ready for. So this is basically just since my YouTube stuff and my PlayStation stuff and my GTA stuff and a couple of different projects I've got open are all kind of floating loosely, and I have most of the time when I play or when I stream, I don't get into too much of what I'm doing. It usually distracts from whatever objective we have on hand at the time. So if I'm playing something, I'm usually either getting ready for something or I'm, got some kind of goal or target in mind that I'm pushing for or something that has precedence over what I'm doing. So this morning, I figured while I was reviewing it, I could also go over some of these other things. And I'm by myself this morning. My buddy Bathing may show up at some point while I'm streaming. Again, my parties are usually open. They're almost always open. If they're not, just message me, and if I'm in a room and capable, I'll invite you. Um, I'm kind of setting up my stage here this morning because I wanted to do it since I'm doing it more like a talk show this morning than an actual game review is. It just kind of, what I'm doing while I'm doing the show. Um, so let's see. First bit of weird news. YouTube has readjusted their monetization process, so I had to resubmit my monetization status. People that have a channel that don't have over 10,000 views don't automatically fall into the natural processes of YouTube anymore. So if you've got less than 10,000 views, you have to go back through the monetization process. They have to review your account, all the videos that you shared, blah, 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 blah. I had probably a couple of hundred videos, probably close to 200 and something videos that I've posted. They were mostly live streams and a couple of these small projects that you've seen me producing in the share play. Quick little side note. The reason that I use the share play is two main things. One, my PC is hella slow. I got out of PC stuff like a couple of years ago. I now just keep a laptop just to sort over my basic accounts and do business, just for work and whatever other little things I may need it for. But just your basic stuff. No, it doesn't have a big graphics card. It doesn't have a good video card. I can't do no captures. I can't play any major games on it. It's a couple of years old, so I'm just staying right where I'm at, keeping what I've got, and that's basically all I use my PC for. So I don't do a lot of editing and stuff over on that because honestly, every time I've ever gone to do it, no matter what program I use, it becomes really slow and laggy and messes with everything else I'm doing. And honestly, I'd rather just use it to, you know, do normal stuff like, you know, manage my accounts and shit like that. The second reason that I don't do it is because I like using and I want to make something, be it that all the games were played in the YouTube community, all the live streams are done in I'm sorry, all the games were played in the PlayStation community, and all the videos and shit were done through in-game things. I don't want to export them to another device to do it. I know it's really easy to I'm sorry, easier to edit stuff over, PC than what it is to do it here. And that this is a little more complicated than it usually is. But I get a sense of satisfaction from making something on PlayStation that was also all shot on PlayStation. So like none of my footage ever leaves this device. That I get music and stuff, I get sound effects and stuff, that I have to pull from other places to use on here. But I don't actually port this to anything else to use any other editing processes. So all the special effects, the cover overs, the stickers, the special effects, the panning cameras, all of that shit, everything was done on the PlayStation. The none of the stuff has ever left. That's why um, I get a lot of satisfaction out of making the videos in the time frames that I have. And these things that I produce on here through the Share Factory, they're basically just fucking commercials. I can't monetize those things because I use other people's music, which I'm not trying to take any copyrights for, but it's like an animated music video, but usually for GTA or some other type of game. And I've made a bunch, and both YouTube and Facebook have both denied them on songs and stuff, but I'm not trying to make any money off of those. I just have fun doing it, and I think people ought to be allowed to do that. You ought to be able to use whatever music you want to stick to whatever game you want. You're not making, as long as you're not making any money off of it, it's just something creative that you thought was cool. I think you ought to be able to use those as like commercials for yourself. Stick them in playlists or sprinkle them around your playlists of your live play or your live streams and shit while the stuff you've done and like a collage. I think it's kind of fun. Um, let's see, YouTube process. Yeah, I got a couple of things I've got to go over. I took a couple of hits yesterday in GTA. I lost a car that I didn't know that I didn't have saved. I love this fucking car. I put a couple $100,000 in it yesterday, making the modifications into it for it myself and to customize it to me. And then I fucking lost it. Somebody blew it up, and when they blew it up, it fucking lost it forever. So I lost my Franken thing, that damn Halloween thing. I got it from a car dupe the other day, and I got it a little early. I try to stay as up on GTA glitches as I can, but I'm not gonna do any super elaborate shit. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the timing for it. It fucking frustrates me. It pisses me off. It feels like a waste of time. I don't have fun. I become miserable. It's all this vicious cycle that I loop into. So I try to stay in, having fun. I keep my ear to the ground. I hear the recent glitches and stuff that come out, but I don't always participate in them. I'll pick and choose the ones that I feel like doing. Like I might do some costume ones and shit later, and I've got to go into GTA and rearrange a few things because there is some stuff I want to do, and there's some shit I'm about to change. Um, and I want to get ready to set up to do the bank heists continuously. I got a buddy who's already got his set up. I'm going to go ahead and reset the heist that I'm on and change it to the bank one, and either try to find some randoms to get some buddies together to go ahead and rush through all the setups and shit. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my wife later. So there'll be at least three of us that are always on hand who are ready to do the bank heist to make some fucking money. He most of the time doesn't need to make some money, so that's why he hasn't minded doing it the past few times, which is really cool of him. I appreciate that, boys. Um, let's see. Also, at some point today, I've got to go over all of my sound effects, and be it that the file names are all kind of random, and importing them to this device changes the order of them all, and I can't put them in any kind of folders. So I'm going to change the file names and add prefixes to the beginning of it to what they are, whether it's a sound bite, sound effect, or a song. And so I'll change the prefix at the beginning of each of those. And some of them don't even port over right. I don't know how or why, but they don't. And for whatever be the case, I may also try to convert them to the file type that I need for this, and I've definitely got to relabel them to get the stuff that I want. I've also got a list somewhere of um, sound effects that I need. I keep forgetting to get. Um, some of these things will be used in this editing process, and the other bit will be used in my live streams. Whenever I do live streams, I Go to upload. Whenever I do live streams, sometimes I like to splash in some sound effects and shit. And what I'll do is I've got a little Bluetooth speaker mounted to my chair here. I sync it up to my phone. I put it over here in my little phone holster, so normally my phone will sit something like so, facing me, and I can sit and I'll have a soundboard open, or I can just hit a button and it plays whatever sound effect. The speaker is loud enough that it picks up on my microphone on my headset, and you hear, you know, said sound effect without being too goddamn loud, but still funny enough that everybody in my parties can hear it. And let's see, I still haven't done my show about internet awareness, like in gamer awareness. I've been trying to think of a good concept and a way to wrap the whole thing into um, one single episode, you know. But I'll give the fair warnings for online gamers, different types of gamers, different types of people that you'll run into on a psychological level throughout the gaming community. Gaming communities are huge, and for some people, your experiences are really shitty, but they don't have to be. Um, if you understand the percentages, the fact that tons of people are different, you know, you're dealing with a wide range of things from age group to region to gender. Um, Sexual orientation. The reason I
Hello.
separate, hello, the reason I separate gender from sexual orientation is because gender is what you physically are, and sexual orientation is what you either prefer to be or uh, uh, your personal interests, I guess. And it doesn't matter to me what you do, but psychologically, these things do have an effect on the type of people that you'll run into while playing games, and the different types of people that you will, the different aggression levels of the people that you'll run into playing different games. Like COD players, they some of them are hardcore, but then some of them are kind of laid back, and they're just there to talk shit and play with their friends, cut up, make jokes, or some of them are just there to fucking troll people, and they don't have any friends. So the funnest thing for them to do is they'll pop in and they'll just, continuously harass other people, and they get personal entertainment out of this to harass other people. And I'll still do a show about this at some point because I've got a few different issues for each one of those segments that I need to review over. So I'll wind up doing that at some point. What else do I have to do? Update about maybe probably about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago, something like that. My Blu-ray stopped working on my PS4 Pro. This PS4 Pro is less than a year old. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with it. I've done everything short of opening it up to clean it because ugh, I'm extremely reluctant to do that. I don't want to break the seal and not be able to take it back or not be able to get it fixed, whatever. So been kind of pausing on that. But because of that, Batman uh, Arkham Knight was one of my, I think it's Arkham Knight, whichever one the one was on PlayStation 4, was one of my favorites. It's to me personally, it was one of the greatest Batman games ever made. I'm a huge Batman fan. Um, and it had tons of Easter eggs spread throughout, the comics, the TV shows, all of these different things, and it was just a really solid game. So yesterday, maybe the day before, it went on sale. They're having a flash sale for Batman stuff right now. And since my disc won't work anymore, I thought, fuck it. It was like $8, so I went ahead and bought Batman. And then while I was looking around, I spotted that the season pass was also like $8, so I got everything for that yesterday. And I may be playing and streaming that when I'm not with friends and have goals and objectives in mind. Um, yeah, I'm going to be live streaming for most of the day, and I've got a little bit left to do in setup. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop into one of these projects that I have open, and I'll find the ones that I had set up for, like, I've made like music videos or stuff like that. I won't be actively making a project, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it play in the background while I just listen, talk, and I'm gonna finish setting up. My living room is set up as my streaming station, so I've got my TV in here, and all of my equipment is set up in the living room. But I've also created this gaming chair to where I can just make a couple of minor adjustments to my living room real quick. I just slide my coffee table out of the way. I've got a green screen that actually sits behind here, and I'll put it up in just a second. When I do, I'll use that what's it called? Anyway, that thing where it makes the background disappear, so my couch and all that stuff will disappear. You just see the lighting from my window door here, or my balcony door here. And I'm going to be making some notes. I'm going to be working on a couple of different things. You might hear me talking to myself from time to time. If anybody has anything that they would love to discuss or want to know, or if there's any questions that I can answer, by all means hit me up in the YouTube comments, or you can find me on PlayStation. In a open party right now, and we can conversate about whatever. Like I said earlier, my buddy Bathing may stop by. My wife may pop in. My buddy Dalt may pop in for a little bit. I'm not even 100% who said hi a minute ago. I said hi back, but I'm not sure who I was talking to. So I can start paying more attention to that stuff. I've been told. Lapsus Gamer. Oh, Laps. Clapserdrix Gamer. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name, bro, but hello. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put one of these things on, and I'm going to go ahead and play one of these videos to let me playing in the background while I do what I do. Open this project. Nope, 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 nope. Just play Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights was a pretty good one. This video was put together in the course of about 2 days. I got an invite from a friend of mine one night to go to a um, car show being hosted by 2 different crews. Well, there's another something later on. I'm going to be trying to get together a couple of different crews, and I've got a couple of different ideas that I'd like to run past these crews, both in games where I play as this commenter, and me and another friend just watch the teams play, and we do commentary for the whole thing, for a whole battle, in a whole room, set up rules and guidelines and shit without being in a created environment, things that would be done in a crew lobby. There's a couple of fun ideas I've got for some GTA stuff. I'm like heavy into GTA right now because of all the games I play. GTA is the most versatile game that I've got. Like, you can do so much shit, man. You can anything you can dream of. It's social. It's got the feel of an MMORPG. It's got the feel of an action game. It goes first person. It goes third person. It goes cars, shooters, planes. Literally just about anything that you can think of or want can be done within GTA. Um, some people are good. Some people are bad. Some people are casual gamers. Some people are regular gamers. Some people are some people are pretty hardcore. You know, there's a lot of different issues that you deal with across each of those platforms, but yeah, I've still got more ideas, in which I'll be tossing them into my notepad today to make sure that I get done in GTA to keep future content coming, keeping it original, keeping it real, keeping it realistic is my most important thing. Can't remember the name of the author. Someone once said that man's greatest lie is to himself, and that's not something I want to be. So I want to make sure the content that I bring is legit. I'm not delusional. You're not going to sit here and listen to me cry about fucking dying. You're also not going to sit here and listen to me boast every time I fucking win. There's, just as much as there's sore losers, there's bad winners too. So I usually try to keep that in mind when I'm playing. Try to remain as modest as possible, if possible. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this thing while I finish my setup. You'll probably see me moving around in the background, setting up my drop screen and shit. Hope you enjoy the video. Actually, hang on. I'll make the camera tinier for you so that I'm not so in the way while this goes on. And then I'll switch it back when I've got the green screen and everything else ready. I need to get my chair plugged up and all of my equipment set in place. Camera video settings. Upper right, large. Let's go small. Let's go circular cutout. Make it tiny. And that should be enough for now. There we go. That gets me out the way, and I'll let you see the video. Let's pop out of this real quick. Run it back. Blow it back up. Play it again. There we go. Oh my. They should have never ever let you. I'm also going to mute my mic until I can read again.
But meanwhile, over in one of the less attractive alleys, a top-level meeting has been called by a kooky cat called Top Cat.
Okay, pistol packing, poison bandolero, an abandoned hero landing on this planet. I am stranded in the land of zero. Bow down, bitch, modern day pharaoh. Kick Cupid in the balls and then I stole this fucking arrow. Tomorrow, write my name like Zorro. Tag my name on walls and I am broke enough to borrow. But soon I'll be an underground rapper with a Bentley. And all my competition, I will break it to them gently. Tell Watson that it's elementary, cause I feel like I've been doing this for fucking centuries. Back in the States, I truly hope that I am granted entry. Heaven's gates, I really hope that I am granted entry. Yeah, they call me King of Canada, that's my anointment. And when I'm meeting people now, they are divine appointments. They shower me with gifts, candles, and the finest ointments and incense. I'm intense, my girl's a princess. Never fuck with family, dog, that shit is incest. Stomping competition like a motherfucking insect. Look out for Mad Child, he's a monster and he wants to bite us. Rap until I lose my fucking voice and I got tonsillitis. Middle age, little ankle biter, taking tranquilizers. Everything I see is tantalizing, I'm an improviser. I'm on the rise now, you could read the articles. I blow a rapper's brain to particles, I have a heart of gold. Yo, I'm still trying to make it, other things I had to sacrifice. Still love my hunger, rapping with a massive appetite. Running circles round your head, saran wrap, you can't breathe. Lock the door like Sonny in the bar, now you can't leave. Turn a rapper into mashed potatoes, I'm a mass tornado. I'll turn a children's mind to mush just like a batch of Play-Doh. Banned from America, something you can't duplicate. So I'm a lonely alien like from the movie Super 8. Yeah, my rhymes are hard like algebra. Don't scrap words, I recycle them and salvage them. I said these rappers, they are semi-frauds. I am an immortal, I'm a beast, I am a demigod. Banned from America, my angel is the centerfold. Brain is full of poisonous fumes and dangerous chemicals. Can't even associate with them cause they are morons. Think that they are dope, I got more talent in my forearm. I'm banging on these motherfuckers like I'm Travis Barker. I'll erase the fucking names like I'm a magic marker. I'm still alive, it's a miracle like Magic Johnson. Old as fuck but still a new flavor like Action Bronson. I'll keep rapping till I thrash my tonsils. A fucking dragon breathing fire, I got ashy nostrils. Motherfucker, I'm the last apostle. Rap down the store, I'll probably be the last Jurassic fossil.
Yeah, yo, come on. Do it.
No way. There's no way. It has to end with us just jumping out. It has. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way. There's no way. It has to end with us just jumping out. This is fucking sick. Be careful landing. Make sure you don't fucking die.
Don't die.
Don't fly into the chopper blades. Turn off the chopper. We're coming in with the coming in hard. There we go. All right, Queen.
In the water.
Get the fuck out of here. No way.
They should have never ever let you out.
You can't stop.
You hold the gun and I'll hold the cash. You can fuck 'em up 'cause they touch my stash. Known around town and I like it like that. Bang, bang, rat-a-tat-tat. You hold the gun and I'll hold the cash. You can fuck 'em up 'cause they touch my stash. Known around town and I like it like that. If they run, hit 'em in the back. 'Cause they turn left,
I seen AK-47, I seen sawed-off shotguns. I seen all of this. I seen dynamite on the street.
Surrounded by violence and murder. Say we in the street and we gripping on heat. You got beef, then we frying your burger. My shoes on my feet and my words and my balls is all I got. Fuck with a murder. What happened to you? Why I'm certain? I'm certain as hell and I'm gripping the tail of Satan itself, the serpent. We going, ain't no social service. We go in the store, they look nervous. So damn them to hell or damn me to jail. Like fuck it, we robbing the merchants. The preacher sound silly in service. Convincing my mama that all of her drama must certainly serve higher purpose. I fight just turning to curses. When I tell her any God that make it plenty hard really ain't worthy to worship. Man, I believe in my patches. Man, I believe in my vests. Man, I believe in bandanas and pistols and holding out rocking my sets. Born in the turmoil and trouble. I became king of the rubble.
Broken, a blemish and battered and tattered but mine. You let it burn and decay and created the kings of the cinder divine. I am done asking and pleading and begging you recognize I am alive. You were done walking inside of the section you're treading and there was a line. Cement block, hard rock, and don't stop. Get it? Your whole block soft and comes off like skittish bitches. We're wolves to the bitter finish. Not full, gotta get it in, get us dinner. Violators try to finish any little symptoms, we will sentence sinners. It all stinks, but where we live is where the set's sinking. They say sorry, son, accept it. Same old song and a subjective. Sorry, sirs, but we don't sing along to anthems or your pledges. In your garbage rose the rulers of the restless. Do not test us.
Alright, I'm gonna watch one more of these one more time. I'll probably do the Friday Night Lights. This is the only one that's really complete at the moment. I've got a couple of other ones which are kind of stupid right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and after I play this one, I should be about set. I've got the green screen up. Now all I've got to do is get my chair back and play, and then I'll be ready to go. Not sure if I'm going to continue doing this while I make my notes, or if I'm just going to go ahead and jump into GTA. I'll probably finish out making my notes first, and then sometime throughout the day, I'm planning on streaming all day, no matter what I do, whether it's here in the shared play or it's in GTA or any other game or whatever. I'm planning on just continuing on with the stream the entirety of the time, but I need to get everything prepped first and get everything ready. I'm almost done. As soon as I get my chair all hooked up and shit, I'll be ready. At some point, I will take a break to get the sound effects and shit that I need to add into this to finish editing the rest of the other videos that I've got. But that'll be later on today. I'll let you know when it's going to happen, if I do that today. I'm not telling yet. But I'll upload this video by the end of this. I should be done.
They should have never ever let you out.
But meanwhile, over in one of the less attractive alleys, a top-level meeting has been called by a cookie cat called Top Cat.
Okay, pistol packing, poison bandolero, an abandoned hero landing on this planet. I am stranded in the land of zero. Bow down, bitch, modern day pharaoh. Kick Cupid in the balls and then I stole this fucking arrow. Tomorrow, write my name like Zorro. Tag my name on walls and I am broke enough to borrow. But soon I'll...
You wait right there. I'm gonna adjust this and this and this and this and this and dun, 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 dun. What am I still seeing here? Shit. I'm still seeing stuff. Hold up. 2 seconds. Almost done. Double today. Damn. Let poop. Shit. There's this spot. Be with held in the same line. Just about. There you go. Okay. That's good enough, I suppose. Well, Balin may not be coming in today. He's got a double today, but that's all right. Good luck at work. Shit, man. I hope you have a good one at work today. But let's back this on up. Let's see. Do we set on this? No, that's not the cut we said I wanted. But whatever. For my standard placing, let's move me a little forward. Do a fine face again. Been talking to myself that whole goddamn time. Anyway, I think I got it fixed. My lighting got adjusted. It's a little fuzzy right there. But outside of that, everything else is about where I want it. Got the transparency going so I can still, I can still kind of see the stuff in this area. And you can see just little traces of my green screen here and here. So, I'll get everything else rigged up and set up while this video finishes.
Be an underground rapper with a Bentley, and all my competition I will break it to them gently. Tell Watson that it's elementary, cause I feel like I've been doing this for fucking centuries. Back in the States I truly hope that I am granted entry. Heaven's gates I really hope that I am granted entry. Yeah, they call me King of Canada, that's my anointment. And when I'm meeting people now, they are divine appointments. They shower me with gifts, candles, and the finest ointments and incense. I'm intense, my girl's a princess. Never fuck with family, dog, that shit is incest. Stomping competition like a motherfucking insect. Look out for Mad Child, he's a monster and he wants to bite us. Rap until I lose my fucking voice and I got tonsillitis. Middle age, little ankle biter, taking tranquilizers. Everything I see is tantalizing, I'm an improviser. I'm on the rise now, you could read the articles. I blow a rapper's brain to particles, I have a heart of gold. Yo, I'm still trying to make it, other things I had to sacrifice. Still love my hunger, rapping with a massive appetite. Running circles round your head, saran wrap, you can't breathe. Lock the door like Sonny in the bar, now you can't leave. Turn a rapper into mashed potatoes, I'm a mass tornado. I'll turn a children's mind to mush just like a batch of Play-Doh. Banned from America, something you can't duplicate. So I'm a lonely alien like from the movie Super 8. Yeah, my rhymes are hard like algebra. Don't scrap words, I recycle them and salvage them. I said these rappers, they are semi-frauds. I am an immortal, I'm a beast, I am a demigod. Banned from America, my angel is the centerfold. Brain is full of poisonous fumes and dangerous chemicals. Can't even associate with them cause they are morons. Think that they are dope, I got more talent in my forearm. I'm banging on these motherfuckers like I'm Travis Barker. I'll erase the fucking names like I'm a magic marker. I'm still alive, it's a miracle like Magic Johnson. Old as fuck but still a new flavor like Action Bronson. I'll keep rapping till I thrash my tonsils. A fucking dragon breathing fire, I got ashy nostrils. Motherfucker, I'm the last apostle. Rap down the store, I'll probably be the last Jurassic fossil.
Yeah, yo, come on.
Alright, I got a quick errand I gotta run, so I'm gonna play this thing one more time, but I'm almost done. I've almost got my full setup. I'm ready to go to broadcast and whatever. I'll see how well over this goes using this camera setting and shit while I'm playing games. I'm not sure if it'll be a distraction or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this run and play one more time.
Oh my.
They should have never ever let you out.
But meanwhile, over in one of the less attractive alleys, A top-level meeting has been called by a cookie cat called Top Cat.
Okay, pistol packing, poison bandolero, an abandoned hero landing on this planet. I am stranded in the land of zero. Bow down, bitch, modern day pharaoh. Kick Cupid in the balls and then I stole this fucking arrow. Tomorrow, write my name like Zorro. Tag my name on walls and I am broke enough to borrow. But soon I'll be an underground rapper with a Bentley. And all my competition, I will break it to them gently. Tell Watson that it's elementary, cause I feel like I've been doing this for fucking centuries. Back in the States, I truly hope that I am granted entry. Heaven's gates, I really hope that I am granted entry. Yeah, they call me King of Canada, that's my anointment. And when I'm meeting people now, they are divine appointments. They shower me with gifts, candles, and the finest ointments and incense. I'm intense, my girl's a princess. Never fuck with family, dog, that shit is incest. Stomping competition like a motherfucking insect. Look out for Mad Child, he's a monster and he wants to bite us. Rap until I lose my fucking voice and I got tonsillitis. Middle age, little ankle biter, taking tranquilizers. Everything I see is tantalizing, I'm an improviser. I'm on the rise now, you could read the articles. I blow a rapper's brain to particles, I have a heart of gold. Hey yo, I'm still trying to make it, other things I had to sacrifice. Still love my hunger, rapping with a massive appetite. Running circles round your head, saran wrap, you can't breathe. Lock the door like Sonny in the bar, now you can't leave. Turn a rapper into mashed potatoes, I'm a mass tornado. I'll turn a children's mind to mush just like a batch of Play-Doh. Banned from America, something you can't duplicate. So I'm a lonely alien like from the movie Super 8. Yeah, my rhymes are hard like algebra. Don't scrap words, I recycle them and salvage them. I said these rappers, they are semi-frauds. I am an immortal, I'm a beast, I am a demigod. Banned from America, my angel is the centerfold. Brain is full of poisonous fumes and dangerous chemicals. Can't even associate with them cause they are morons. Think that they are dope, I got more talent in my forearm. I'm banging on these motherfuckers like I'm Travis Barker. I'll erase the fucking names like I'm a magic marker. I'm still alive, it's a miracle like Magic Johnson. Old as fuck but still a new flavor like Action Bronson. I'll keep rapping till I thrash my tonsils. A fucking dragon breathing fire, I got ashy nostrils. Motherfucker, I'm the last apostle. Rap down the store, I'll probably be the last Jurassic fossil.
Yeah, yo, come on.
Should've never ever let you out.
But meanwhile, over in one of the less attractive alleys, a top-level meeting has been called by a kooky cat called Top Cat.
Okay, pistol packing, poison bandolero, an abandoned hero landing on this planet. I am stranded in the land of zero.
Oops. Hot damn it, I didn't save shit. Oh well. Okay, so let's let's check out my latest project. I think this one is the one that I'm activating. It's got all the clips and segues and shit broke up, but there's no music or nothing or orientation set to it yet. These are all the static bits. These are all the couch bits. This is the beginning of the video in which I'll splice that shit over this to make it appear as if it's a TV show being watched or something. So there'll be definitely some copyright stuff for this. So this will be another one of those commercial type things.
You're a good listener. I like you.
Actually, I never changed this one. Clipboard. Let's max that out. Let's go ahead and apply that to all.
You're a good listener. I like you.
That's better.
Good listener. I like you.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I'm your huckleberry.
Oh, the dragon's balls were blazing as I stepped into his cave. Then I sliced his fucking cockles with a long and shiny blade. 'Twas I who fucked the dragon, fuck a licing, fuck a loo. And if you try to fuck with me, then I shall fuck you too.
None of this has any music to it yet. It's all purely visual effects. Nothing set to it yet. Okay, so I just totally remembered something I gotta do. Something I gotta double check over in GTA. I'm gonna go ahead and head over there now. I'm gonna start streaming as soon as I get there to go ahead and continue out with what I'm doing today. Also, I still haven't gotten an email from um, YouTube yet. I'm not sure when I'll be receiving my monetization back. They, not sure what day it got changed, but when it did, it reset all of my stuff. So I'm waiting for another verification email saying that I can't monetize my stuff. Yeah, I'll finish fucking with these clips later and find some more sound bites and stuff to do. But in the meantime, I do need to double check one of these cars. I've already lost one. If I'm right and the other one is still there, I need to go back and save it before something happens. So I'm going to go ahead and save it, and then I'm going to take it to somewhere else so that it's safe, as I don't trust it not getting hurt. So, alright, heading over to GTA now.